What's up, boys? In today's video, we're going to go over how to play 2-Rax Reaper into 2-1-1. Now, I believe that this is the most popular transition out of 2-Rax Reaper, so I've decided I'm going to show you guys how to execute this build order. Now, in terms of difficulty, I would for sure say that this is a diamond level build order. Even in GM, you can absolutely play this and learn this and make this work. And we're going to get momentum from the start, and we're going to try to carry that into the mid game off of a winning position. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's get into it. Let me put the production tab on here. So first things first is you want to send an SCV to the low ground when your first SCV is halfway constructed. So see how this SCV is halfway constructed? I'm going to send the worker, and I'm going to go ahead and build a low ground depot right here in the wall. And we are going to go for a low ground wall for our 2-Rax Reaper. And now we're going to go for a 16 barracks along with a 16 gas. And we are going to rally. As soon as we build our gas, we're going to rally this next worker. So just to show you, I'm going to build the gas, and then I'm going to rally this worker to the low ground. And if you look at the money, it is perfect for the resources. So, yep, that's basically it. We are going to make sure that we have our barracks on time, and we're going to go Reaper, Orbital, Depot. So this SCV that finishes first barracks is going to come up here and build a depot. And then he's going to be rallied to the low ground, which I didn't do it yet, but he's going to be rallied to mine the crystals and then to build the command center. Alright, so we're going to make the worker and mule. And then this guy is going to go to the low ground, mine the crystals, and then build our command center. And this is our natural. And we're going to go up to 4 Reapers here. The reason we're going to go up to 4 Reapers is because that's enough to kill a hatchery. And we're going to use our Reapers to deny a third base. So, with the first Reaper, you're going to come in, try to kill a Zergling or a drone. Maybe you'll kill a couple of Zerglings. And you want to see if the queen spreads a creep tumor first or injects first, because you obviously want to deny the tumor. And if they're injecting, that means that they're going to have more larvae that they could potentially use for Zerglings. So you might need to be a little bit more careful. So that's the first thing. The next thing is that we are going to get our second gas as soon as we build our natural. So we're going to build our natural, and then we're going to try to get our second gas as soon as we can. Now, we're going to go up to 4 Reapers like I said, so make sure you queue up the Reapers. And we're going to get our third depot now. So we're going to send an SCV to build the depot. Looks like I rally it here. This is not necessary. You can go ahead and just build the depot. And then you're going to go ahead and get your factory as soon as you have 100 gas. So as soon as you have 100 gas, you're going to get your factory. And you're going to build a marine out of this barracks. And after your factory, you're going to start the tech lab. The reason we're building a marine before we make an add-on is because we want to prioritize the gas towards our factory. So we're going to make the factory, and then we're going to make the add-on. And you want to go tech lab first, and then you want to go reactor as soon as you can. So that's how we're going to start off this build order. You can see the reactor. Now, we have the 4 Reapers, so like I said, you're going to look for the inject, but as soon as you see that the third base has been placed, just attack the third base. Don't wait for 4 Reapers, just attack it with your first 2 Reapers, with even the first Reaper. Just attack it, deal damage to it, and try to kill it. If you do, your build has been successful, and you're actually on your way to be winning this game. And I believe you actually are just straight up ahead if you cancel the third hatch. So, with that said, we need to be careful with the Reapers. We cannot lose the Reapers. It's important to keep them alive. So how do we do this? First, we need to identify if it's hatchery first or if it's pool first. And we can actually tell with our first Reaper. If you come in and you see 4 Zerglings, you see drones, and a queen pops, that is going to be a hatchery first. And if you come in and you see that the hatch just finished or is about to finish, that is a pool first. So the standard Zergling timing with a hatchery first is 3:30, and the most popular speed timing with a pool first is 3:10. So make sure you watch out for that because Zergling speed is very dangerous. Alright? And do not feel afraid to go home, even if you don't kill the third base. It's okay. Don't overcommit. So, It is stim before starport, so go ahead and make sure you get stim. Make sure you get the orbital as soon as you can, so stim. And then we're going to go and get our starport. Notice how we don't have enough gas. Exactly, that's normal. We're going to get the starport, and we're just going to continuously make marines. Now, we're going to make sure we do not get supply blocks. So around 38, we're going to go ahead and put down this depot, and we're just going to use this SCV to continuously make one depot at a time. Continuously produce workers. Always build workers. And we're going to make marines. See, we've queued up that next depot. Just keep making marines. And we're going to swap the starport and the reactor. Now, make sure you are building the starport before the reactor, because you don't want the reactor first and then the starport next. So starport, then reactor on the barracks. Or sorry, the factory. Now, as soon as your starport is finished, we're going to use the SCV that finished the starport to build a barracks right next to the starport. And the reason that we do this is because we're actually going to build 2 medevacs out of the starport, and then we're going to lift the starport again and put this barracks on the reactor, and you'll see that in a minute here. So just continuously producing units, making one depot at a time, and we're queuing up our 2 medevacs. Please do not get supply blocked on these first 2 medevacs. If you only get 1 medevac out, your build is ruined, and it's really, really rough. Please do not get supply blocked on these medevacs. Alright, just continue making units. Make a tank. I recommend going Tech Lab on the barracks. You could also go Reactor, but I recommend Tech Lab. And we're going to swap the starport, like I described earlier, with the barracks here. And you're going to build a new reactor. The reason that we do this is because we don't want to over-make medevacs. So we're going to make the reactor, and we're going to build medevacs later. Now, we're going to pick up, and we're going to boost across the map at around 5:15. That's a great time to pick up and boost across the map. Make sure you queue up combat shield as soon as you can. Notice how I had the gas. And we also got our 3rd base, so I forgot to mention this. We're going to have some money here, so we're going to go ahead and throw down our 3rd base. Excuse me, as soon as we have 400 minerals. Now, after the 3rd base, we're going to go double eBay, double gas. Now, the order doesn't really matter. You can go gas before eBay, or eBay before gas. Now, in this replay, I'm pretty sure I go gas before eBay, and that's completely fine. Notice that one depot at a time. Alright, so gas, gas, and we're going to get our eBays here. Just one depot at a time, and when we can afford it, we're going to get our eBays probably now, I would guess. Making sure that we're producing the tank, I would say. Tank, marines, yeah, and then the eBays. Alright. First tank should go here. This is a nice position for the tank. The starport should be producing 2 medevacs right now. So we're going to get 2 more barracks. We're going to go ahead, and now that we are at 5 production structures, we're going to start producing 2 depots at a time. So always you want to use depots to wall versus Zerg, and obviously I built these depots behind my mineral line. But now that we're taking our 3rd, we're going to build our depots here to wall against potential run-bys. Also, this high ground tank is very nice against defending Zergling run-bys, so you can keep that in mind. And we're just going into a standard macro game. Like I said, the starport should produce 2 medevacs, and we're just producing 1 tank at a time, and we're up to 5 barracks here. Alright. Now, let's talk about how to use the drop. What you want to do with the drop is you want to unload outside of your opponent's 4th base, or if you killed their 3rd, probably their 3rd base. Either their 3rd or 4th, you want to unload outside of it off of creep until you're fully unloaded, and then you want to stim in and try to kill some drones, kill some queens, and potentially even the base. Now, I do recommend stimming in and attacking this base, because the Zerglings will come, and then you can hot pickup and boost into the main base. And this is quite nice. And it's kind of harder to do it here because you're going to be going into the natural. Alright, so that's how you use the medevacs. And when your 1-1 is halfway done, we're going to go ahead and get an armory. So we're going to go ahead and get an armory. I don't know where I get it. Armory should be... Okay, so I get it right here. And that's it. So on these 2 barracks, I made reactors, and this is it. You're just going to go into a normal TvZ. I rallied my units on this depot. This is to help against run-bys, and that's it. You can now go into either an 8 racks or a 4th base with a 2nd factory, and just go into the mid game, and then on your way into the late game. So this is the build order. Please let me know what you think about it. Give me some advice. Do you feel like I missed anything? Ask me questions, and the build order will be in the description below. So I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.